retailers who have flexibility built in, who have adaptability built in, they're the ones who build competitive advantage.
Danni, welcome. How has the volatility over recent years impacted the way that retailers source their products?
What hasn't changed is it's still about sourcing to offer customers the best possible value, so that hasn't changed. But what has changed is the balance of what's important. So before, it was all about cost, it was all about efficiency. What's changed is with geopolitics, with tariffs, with climate, with customer behavior changing quite significantly, we've got to have resilience built into what we do. And retailers who have flexibility built in, who have adaptability built in, they're the ones who build competitive advantage.
What do you think's become more important in sourcing today that perhaps wasn't really on the agenda maybe 5 years ago?
I think sourcing has gone from being sort of a transactional part of the business to something that is a very much strategic and at the heart of what we do now. So if I give a few examples, so where we source from becomes so important, and thinking about diversification and particularly country of origins that we source from is so important now. We're having to become experts in geopolitics and tariffs and trade agreements, things that were important before, but now take on a whole new lens. And then for us, we've also been focused on how do we build up capability, how do we build up supply in areas that are really growing quickly. So in Canada, for example, we've been really leaning into growing produce suppliers within Canada, dairy suppliers within Canada. How do we create long-term partnerships so that we've got product not just now, but in 3 years' time, in 5 years' time?
You spoke about the challenges or the things that you have to get your head around.
Yes.
AI.
Yes.
One of those things, I imagine. Where do you see AI making the biggest impact on sourcing and supply chain decisions?
Yeah. So our focus so far has been mainly on the commodity side of the business. So making sure that we're paying the appropriate costs for the products that we have within the business so that we can offer great value to customers. So that's been one area that's had a huge impact. Supply chain's another one, whether it's forecasting, whether it's ordering, whether it's supply chain optimization. So that's another really big area where AI's had an early impact. And now it becomes exciting when you think about where we can take that next. And some of it is about building it into repetitive tasks. We have a lot of repetitive tasks, like retail is complex, a lot of repetition. And so being able to automate all of that and free up our team members' times to build supplier partnerships and all the added value things that we don't always have time for so that's super exciting.
Danni, an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.